Now let's take an exclusive look behind the scenes at the spectacular show production here at the O2.
I'm joined just above centre court with George Sis. We're just waiting for Djokovic and Wawrinka to come out on court, and we're going to hear the show production. You, George, pretty much run. So can you tell us what goes into the production?
Well, first, it's a team effort, so definitely I don't run it alone. But the process is quite comprehensive. We actually start at the previous year's event. So the 2014 started in 2013. Our main objective always is to make the event better. Start with something new, deliver something fresh to the fans. So the best way to do that is when you're actually looking at the show, see what's happening, and think about the ideas how you can improve it. And that's what we do. So this year we're already thinking about 2015.
You mentioned that you're on loan in this and you've got a great team behind you. So how big is your team?
Well, it's an interesting part about it. It's like everything in life. It's small and big at the same time, depending on the perspective. The show itself actually is based on 23 digital surfaces that work in perfect harmony altogether. So it takes a lot of people that deliver all this technology.
I want to know what's new this year, because I was here last year. Tell me what's new.
So a couple of things are new, and the first thing that's new, and I'm really happy to say, is that this show, Holding Court Live, presented by Barclays, is playing live in the stadium. So when the fans turn up, when the doors open at 10:45, comes 11 o'clock, comes 5 o'clock for the night session, we're playing the Holding Court Live in the stadium on the big screens. So the fans, while they're waiting, have a chance to watch the show and see all the great stuff, Charlie, that you served them.
Yeah, it's me chatting away pretty much on centre court, and I hope the fans are enjoying it. There seems to be a fantastic reaction from them as well.
So we want to have a phenomenal experience for our players, and I think it's quite impressive, particularly this year, when you watch the new blood that we have over here, Marin Cilic, Kei Nishikori. When this guy walk on and you look at their eyes, even though they look ice cold, you can see, and they look focused, you can see that the eyes are a little bit more dilated, a little bit more wow, what a factor it is.
Is the heartbeat going to start?
Right now. Just about to go right now, and this is my favorite part of the show.
I have to say, this is my favourite bit, especially as the fans start to clap behind it and start to scream and build up the anticipation. Just standing here, knowing that you produce this, what do you feel?
It's amazing. It's like seeing a child being born. You put a lot of time and effort and planning into it, but at the end of the day, it's when those players are about to walk on, when Stan Wawrinka and Roger and Novak Djokovic are about to walk on, the crowd that we're going to hear right now will be absolutely phenomenal.
And they're about to walk out on support now, they're being announced, so it'll be really interesting to hear on the crowd sound like. They're going to watch it at home and hear it.
This is what makes this tournament so special. This amazing crowd that we have over here.
The music's so powerful, the harmony, the fans most importantly. How about we actually go and enjoy the show, George?
Absolutely, let's go for it.
Thank you, George.
I just love it. That was like a rock concert in itself, wasn't it? If anything illustrated the atmosphere in that arena better than that piece, because it is just a powerhouse of noise. George says, great to have you in the studio. We might be able to hear you a little bit better now. But that, I mean, it is a remarkable production. I do congratulate you on what you and your team have achieved here.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it is sort of a labor of love, really, at the end of the day. It's something we set on straight from the start, and Chris Kermode was absolutely instrumental in driving this from the day one, where we came to the O2 actually in 2007 and start looking at this structure and how we're going to go about it and how we deliver this event, because we knew that in order to succeed in London, in the mecca of tennis, really, where tennis was really considered at Wimbledon, the gold standard, and the Aegon Championships at Queens, we knew that we had to do something drastically different in order to provide a really brand new sort of positioning, new look, and new hook to engage fans in November to come watch tennis. So our event is literally the exactly opposite from the Wimbledon. Wimbledon is very traditional, beautiful, white and green and strawberries and all that we think that Wimbledon is. This event is loud, it's in your face, and it's really full of energy, which you need in November.
No, I think that's absolutely right. And Barclays, of course, came straight on board as the main sponsor. What about the sponsor's involvement in the match experience itself?
Yes, that's a sort of a part of the strategy we had from the beginning, where we really wanted to make sure that we do something different. We didn't want the fans to come in here and watch a tennis and on the changeovers to watch commercials and things like that. What we try to do is to deliver something special and quite unique in the world of sport, where we integrate the sponsors organically into the competition. So before the match even starts, we have the Barclays ball kits coming on court, which is a phenomenal activity that Barclays have put together, providing a great opportunity for many of kids from around the country to participate, be part of the tournament, learn some life skills and these type of things. Then before as the players are walking on, they're picked up with Barclays mascots. Again, great motivation for many kids and very, very positive message. As you go through the coin toss, it's delivered by FedEx, you know. So we have all these different activities that are coming throughout the match. You have the Barclays Spirit of the Game initiative, which is new this year, and again, very, very creative approach from our title sponsor, where they're celebrating the people who have done some phenomenal things with the game. So integrating the sponsors organically into the experience makes the experience better for fans, and it also provides for our partners a better connection with the fans. We think it's a sort of a win-win situation.
That must have taken quite a bit of work, I guess, to get that all going.
It does, but it's one of those things that this tournament, it's a true partnership across every level. You know, if you first, it starts with our main partners of the event, which is the joint venture partners, the AEG, which provides the venue, the ATP, the All England Club, and the LTA, running the event with a steering committee. Then it comes the partnerships with all of our sponsors and partners, and it really starts every year in January, February. We have our first meeting where everybody gets around the table and we talk about things, how we can improve it, how we can make it better. And I think when you look around here, this really, really cool fan zone, which hopefully fans are really enjoying, is you see all these different initiatives and activities which again help fill the day and provide fans a bit more fun.
It's interesting, the fan zone, because there are loads of people still here, even though the tennis is now going on, but it does really fill up. And people come here and say, oh yeah, we've been to events where they have fan zones, and you know, they're fine. Come here, it's a completely different experience. It involves the fans completely, doesn't it? I mean, it's a really impressive fan zone, this.
And I think, thank you, I'm really glad to hear it and that it comes through, because that was part of the strategy where we started, and we want to make sure that, again, even in here, we doing activities that are really fun, that are really engaging and entertaining. So all the skills that the challenge that Barclays have over here, and this really cool show that you guys are putting on for us. So, first of all, I got to thank you guys for it. Looks phenomenal. Having that content in the main arena is phenomenal, because being an indoor event, it is a challenge. You only have one center court, you know, versus if you are at the outdoor tournaments, there is multiple courts. You can move around in between the matches and stuff. You have one show court, so when the doors open at 10:45, you know, there is time before the 12 o'clock match, and coming at 11 o'clock with the perfect stars, you guys come on air. First of all, you all look good, so it is. But you know, it just is a great thing for the fans. They sit out there, they can have their hot dog or whatever, and watch a little bit of a show and learn a little something about what's going on. So I think it's really, really unique in tennis. I don't think it's done to the level of detail that it's done over here, and I think that's what makes it special.
Well, we're all blushing now, George, but we're very grateful to you as well for having us back here. And I think the great thing is to be right in the heart, not just of the tournament, but we're right in the heart of the fan zone too. So the fans are interacting with us, we with them. Miles and the others are having goes on some of the ball kids experiences, or if they're not today, it's going to happen tomorrow. So watch out, Miles, bringing your Plymouth.
That was my next challenge for George. If you're going to set it up, you got to have a go, haven't you?
But in terms, I don't think, Eric, you probably get this kind of experience at many other, if any other tournaments.
Well, I think the point that George made is that for the fans of London, it's such a cool experience, because you get to go to Wimbledon in the summer and you see everything that's historic about our game, and then you come here and you see everything that is modern and entertainment. As a player, you're used to often walking on court to maybe some quiet applause. But here, you literally feel like a rock star. I mean, you walk on court with the smoke in your face, lights and camera and action, and you walk out. It's like modern theater. You know, it's such a unique experience for an athlete, and I know all the guys cherish that moment that you get to walk onto this arena.
I think that is a great note to finish on, Eric. Thanks ever so much, Eric. Thank you to Miles, of course, to Colin, to Charlie, and George. Huge thanks and congratulations once again to you.
Pleasure, and thank you guys for really, really great stuff all throughout the week. We really appreciate it.
Thanks very much indeed. It's a lot of fun.